There we go.
Nice. All right, so we are official, gentlemen.
All right, we're actually meeting at 8 o'clock Pacific time. Finally.
Yeah, just like you wanted, Nate. We're good to go, sir.
Sounds good.
All right.
Did either of you gentlemen do any of the reading for lesson 2? Because I failed to do so. Even getting up at 5 o'clock this morning to work on homework, I still didn't get it done.
I was able to read some of it.
I didn't realize we had to have it read before the meeting, so I just started reading about 15 minutes before we got on.
Hey, that's more than what I did. I plan on doing better as the semester goes, but this week was.
Oh yeah, for sure. So, and it's just a bunch of stuff that I don't understand anyways. So
that's where I was at too. So I was listening to his webcast.
Uh-huh.
Kind of looking over this at the same time. So I think I think the beginning of the week for groups is where we're going to have to be we're going to have to read everything early in the week.
Like the previous week.
Yeah, very early.
Yeah, because so week 2 is due on the 21st, which is Wednesday.
You mean lesson 2, you mean?
Yeah, lesson 2, I'm sorry.
No, it's all right.
The lesson 2 group quiz is due on Wednesday, and the other one's due on Friday.
Okay. So we have to meet before Wednesday and Friday. Yeah.
Yeah. If we met on Mondays, we could do the one that's due on Wednesday. And if we met on Wednesday, we could do the one on Friday. Or we can do both of them the same day, or whatever you guys want to do, if you want to bust them out or whatever you think.
Now the individual, so are you talking about like the individual preparation?
Well, yeah, but a couple below that, the group meeting quiz. That's what So that's what we need to do as a group, along with posting this URL to the group page.
Yeah, because I'm showing that it's due the 20th, which is tomorrow, the group meeting quiz.
Really?
Yeah, and then I'm showing lesson 3's group meeting quiz is due the 22nd. That's why everything's due on a Tuesday or a Thursday night.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, you're right.
So I wonder where my time zones.
I don't know. So mine underneath like lesson 2 group meeting quiz, it says due September 20th at 11:55 p.m., but it starts on the 15th and ends. So late work can be turned in as late as the next night, Wednesday night, but the due date is the 20th.
The 20th. Oh yeah, the 20th. Okay.
Yeah. The 20th is when it's due. 21st, we can use the 21st as a late turn in.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm looking at mine. Says the 21st at 12:55 a.m. So.
Yeah. So it must be different. Yeah, based off. So yours is still due technically tomorrow night. It's just gonna be first thing in the morning on Wednesday.
Yeah.
I see. So
what's happening is Alex is just in a different time zone, so it's going to 12:55 a.m. Instead of 11:55 p.m. So his is showing September 21st at 12:55 a.m.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
But it's really due September 20th at 11:55 p.m. Mountain Time.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
So then for you, Nate, is it like 10:55 p.m.?
No, I'm Mountain Time.
Oh, you are Mountain Time. Okay.
Yeah, so mine shows 11:55 p.m.
Awesome.
Okay, perfect. So we'll drop this Pacific time. So nobody's in that. So everything we do from now on will be Mountain Time. How's that work?
That sounds good.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
Okay.
Sounds good.
All right. So in the individual preparation, have you guys looked? So I've got the preparation assignment. I've got everything open.
Yeah, the first one is state the 5 steps, which are at the beginning of the reading. Step 1, design the study. Step 2, collect data. Step 3, describe the data. Step 4, make inferences. And step 5, take action.
Yep. So
that's easy.
Yeah. So the other thing he was saying is if we get where we get a preparation assignment and the answer key, if we get the answer key, nothing's due. We don't have to turn it in. So this is basically for us practice.
Oh, okay.
So the only thing we have to do is the quiz, but I don't know what is all involved in the quiz. So I don't know what we need to do together or separate to be able to pass this quiz.
The group quiz?
Yes.
Lesson 2, group meeting quiz. It might just say, did you guys meet as a group?
The first one very well could, yeah. So it says you have 2 attempts to take the quiz.
Right.
So I don't know if you guys want to just open it and try it and see what we're in for.
I mean, yeah, it should be something where if it's like the other ones, we can always save our answers and also get out of it or look up other responses too, because it's not something that I believe is closed book, but because we can also talk to each other and help each other, and because it's required for us to take together, because under instructions it says you should take this quiz with your group. So I don't think there's anything that is on our own except for the actual like homework quizzes itself that we got to do on our own.
Yeah. And so what he was saying too is we don't necessarily have to record our group meeting as long as we meet. He says if you just meet for 10 minutes and go into the quiz, record your quiz. But if you meet for an hour before to discuss, questions and stuff like that, you don't have to record the group meeting. But we might as well just record the whole thing so he can see what we're struggling with if we have questions.
Well, yeah, absolutely. And then on top of that, there's also stuff in the syllabus that talks about how, I don't know if he said anything different on the screencast because I did not see that yet. But he also mentioned something about joining us on some of ours. He's going to join us on 2 of them throughout the semester. And so, which will be good for us because, especially at the beginning, I'm not too certain what the material is totally all about yet until I can delve into it later this week.
Yeah. The other thing he said is he kind of contradicted himself. He said the homework quiz that we have to do is by ourselves. And he's like, but I don't necessarily care if you work on it together. So we'll have to fill him out on that one a little bit and see what he really meant by that. But so I'm gonna go ahead and open this quiz and start it if you guys want to do the same.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at as well. Yeah, I haven't opened it yet. I'm just looking through the instructions. Yeah, and it says we can go back to questions if we need to close it, so that's good.
Okay.
Yeah, so I've got it opened up.
So it looks like there are definite questions that we're going to have to answer. So the first couple are pretty self-explanatory. Kind of what you were thinking, Nathan. Nate, I'm sorry. Is it Nate or Nate?
My full name's Nathan, so either one.
Okay. I'll probably call you a mix throughout the course.
That's fine.
I think it'd be hilarious if you actually said, okay, Mix, have a good night.
So I completed the individual preparation assignment before attending the group meeting.
Yeah, I put false. I'm being honest. I'll get better. I'll get better as the next couple of weeks go and I get more comfortable with my classes.
Yeah, I was able to do the majority of it, so I put true.
Good for you. Awesome.
Now we're going to have different scores. Now he's going to think we're cheating.
Yeah, there you go. Each one of us will have to take one for the team.
Yep.
Someone's going to have to put false each week, even if it's not true.
Let's see here.
We have to submit our own answers to receive credit, okay?
Researchers would like. So are we on question 3 yet?
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at too.
Okay.
Oh, you want to try, Nathan? Do you want to go ahead and read it, and then we'll kind of we're not talking over each other.
Researchers. Yeah, I'll read it. Researchers would like to determine if reviewing material consistently within an hour after class helps students perform better on exams than if students wait to review material the day before the exam. To answer this question, the researchers are trying to determine if an observational study or an experiment would be more appropriate. They are discussing who the population would be and how they will determine which sampling method will best represent the population. Which of the 5 steps of the statistical process are the researchers currently applying?
Design the study?
Let's.
My first thought was they designed it already. They're trying to see which way to collect the data.
Oh, I see.
But
They're definitely in step. They're definitely in step 1 or 2.
Are the answers listed that design the study, collect data, describe the data, make inferences, and take action? Are those in order, 1 to 5?
Yes, they are.
Okay, that's good to know.
When designing a study.
So they designed a study. They're looking at how to collect the data then, because they can't describe the data because they haven't collected it yet.
So correct. In the reading, I've got the reading open right now. It says an important step in scientific inquiry or problem solving can be to state a research question.
I'm going to say they're in collect data. Because doesn't it say they're trying to determine how the sample is obtained, right? How are observations made?
I'm thinking design the study because it says they are discussing who the population would be and how they determine which sampling method.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
They haven't started collecting data yet.
Yeah, I think that's right. So we'll go with design the study on that one.
I think so. Kelly, do you have the reading up?
Yeah, I'm looking at it now. It doesn't really give a whole lot, though, under all the other ones. It's got a bunch of information under design the study, but then it shows a picture of Daniel.
It's a video.
Yeah.
Video, yeah.
Yeah, and then I see 3.2, step 2, which is collect data, but it's very vague. There's like hardly any information there.
Yeah.
So is the question let me see here, which of the 5 steps statistical process research they're currently applying? I would think design the study.
Okay.
That's what I think. I think they're still in that planning phase. They know what they want to study, but I think they need to know how to collect the data.
Okay.
And that's what I think. Yeah. That's what I'm getting from the readings. I think they're still kind of in that planning phase instead of executing.
All right, we're 3 for 3 on that one. Then we all agree. All right, I'll read the next one. It says a researcher has collected the results of a survey where the participants were asked how many hours of TV they watched each day. The researcher tallies the frequencies for each category and computes mean number of hours watched. She then creates a histogram to help us illustrate the overall distribution. Which of the 5 statistical processes did the researcher apply?
The iPod. We've never found it. The iPad. That's not the touch. The touch is a small one. The iPad, I don't know.
Describing the data would be my guess.
Yeah. Let's see if this picture has collection results. So which one did you guys say it probably was?
I think it's describe the data. Do you guys concur?
That's what I think too. I haven't looked at the reading, but I think that would make sense because she's already organized it and put it together.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's the one.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, that's definitely the one because the second sentence under describe the data says this can include creating graphs or calculating statistics, and that's exactly what she did.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Do you want to read the next one, Kelly?
Yeah, you got it. Mumbai, India is a quickly growing city of importance in its own country as well as the global economy. A marketing research firm has been asked by a prominent fast food restaurant, probably McDonald's, to help determine if the citizens of Mumbai would support this fast food business. From a list of all registered taxpayers, 3,000 names are randomly selected. Each individual on the list is mailed a brief questionnaire. The researchers received 1,049 responses. The population is... Oh, sweet. We're getting into mathematics now.
Yeah, we're jumping into this at feet first.
Yeah, man. All right.
So the population. So we just have to find in the reading what the definition of population is.
Right.
I'll just do this.
Got my calculator here.
Yeah, I think I found it. Let's see. Volume of financial transaction conducted.
Wait for. Yeah, go and plug it in, buddy. And then can you close the vision board, please?
A manageable group of items called the sample. All right, so a manageable group of items is called a sample from the entire collection of, in this case, financial documents called the population.
You can go ahead and play any of the Minecraft levels you want. Okay? Or make a new one.
So the population would be the 3,000 names randomly selected?
A sample is a subset or a portion of a population. So I would assume.
Where are you reading that?
This is in. I just did control find population, and it's under design the study. One of the. I guess it's under 4.2 observational studies.
4.2. Okay.
Yep.
Gotcha. Okay.
Find a study.
Let's see what else I can find. It doesn't really give a hard definition of what population is.
I'm gonna say, if I had to guess, I would say it's the 1,049 people who responded, because it's impossible.
Yeah, that could.
It's impossible for them to do a census, which would be the whole city of Mumbai. So they're taking a 3,000 sample, and of that they received 1,049 responses. And I believe that's what it's calling the population.
Yeah, and that would make sense because the population is going to be more of that absolute number, and they have the absolute of 1,049. So I agree with that. I think that's what it is. I don't think it's the citizens of Mumbai. I think it's a 1,049 because that's what they're going to work off of is the 100% of the people who turned it in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Either that or that's just my awful reasoning.
Yeah, it's one or I'm 50. I'm really 50-50. I don't know if it's the 1049 or the whole citizens of. I don't know if the 1049 is considered a sample of all the citizens of Mumbai. But I'm not really sure.
I think because it doesn't give a number for the Mumbai citizens, I think that's where that answer actually becomes obsolete. That's just my personal opinion. That's what I think as far as like process of elimination.
Yeah.
Well, number 6 is going to throw a wrench in our
Oh,
problem.
Thanks, Alex. Thanks.
Yeah. Because it's the same thing, but it's wondering what the sample is. So I'm wondering if our population, the sample.
The sample is a part of the population, so that means the sample would be the 1,049, and then the answer to 5 would be the citizens, maybe, or it cannot be determined.
That's what I'm thinking can't be determined because a census would be that they knew everything about the whole city of Mumbai, but there's no way to do that.
Right.
Yeah.
So
let's see nope, it's just those two.
But I'm wondering, if our logic is right, we should be able to subtract 1,049 from 3,000 and get our population or our sample. But that's not an option, so I don't know which one's right.
I think because they're studying the entire citizenship of Mumbai, they're trying to get a hold on the entire citizenship. I guess that would mean the population is the entire citizenship of Mumbai.
Okay, well, how about this? Let me read this to you guys. Okay, this is still under 4.2. So it says it's under design the study step 1. It says the volume of financial transactions conducted by whoever makes it impossible to conduct a census or an examination of the entire collection of whatever financials documents. Instead, you will collect a manageable group of items called a sample from the entire collection of the financial documents. So the 3,000 is the sample, it sounds like, from the entire. And if we had the entire thing, that would be the population, but we don't have that number, so to speak. We have a sample, which was a 3,000, and then a sample is a subset of a population. The information gained from the sample is used to make an inference or generalization about the population. So it sounds like go ahead.
Is a Mumbai.
So I'm wondering if number 5 is, let's see, the population. The population we don't know. It cannot be determined because we do not have. Technically it is the citizens of Mumbai, but we don't have a number. But this is it sounds like it's an inference of the sample is what the 1,049 people are. The 3,000 is the sample, it sounds like.
So that's not an option. So if I had to gamble, I would go 5 is citizens of Mumbai and then 6 is 1,049 people who respond.
Okay, if I were to say, I would say the citizens of Mumbai is 5, and then 6 can't be determined.
6 can't be determined?
Uh-huh.
That could be as well.
So the population are the citizens of Mumbai?
Well, because the entire collection of financial documents would be called the population.
Correct.
From that sentence, I'm reading that the entire population of Mumbai
is the population.
But I don't know. I hate open-ended questions like this.
Yeah, no kidding. Well, you know what, though? It does say instead of trying to do the whole population under that same section I just read, You will collect a manageable group of items called a sample from the entire collection of financial documents. So it sounds like the sample would be the 1,049.
Okay.
It says a sample is just a subset or a portion of a population, and that's what we did collect.
Yeah,
We do get 2 chances at this, so we just need to remember what the answers are.
Screenshot.
Yeah, he did say that because we, when we take the quiz, we can't see the answers. So we can't see the answers until after the quiz closes.
Oh.
So I don't know if we want to take some screenshots or some memory or whatever we want to do, but we won't know.
It won't show us the correct answers after this first try?
No.
Oh, yeah, then.
We won't know which ones we missed or anything.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah, it really is.
Especially on this first quiz.
Yeah, I'm writing them down now.
Well, but we won't know which ones we got wrong anyway.
Yeah.
That's true, but at least we'll know what we picked.
I don't know what the benefit of doing a second quiz would do then.
Yeah, I don't either. Unless there was something we just absolutely didn't know. If we get to some of these other questions where like we have no idea, we're going to guess, then those will be the ones that we could probably focus on a second time maybe.
That's true.
So I don't know if you guys agree, but for 5, I have the citizens of Mumbai. For 6, I have 1,049 people who respond.
That's what I have.
Yeah, that's what I'm putting as well. I agree.
Okay. All right, let's do that.
All right, number 7. Studies have shown that retention of classroom materials can drop as low as 58% within 15 minutes of class. I agree with that. And within 44% after the first hour after class. This forgetting curve continues so that within 6 days, only 25% is remembered. How can a student conquer this forgetting curve? The researchers in the study claim that constant review is important. Suppose your teacher wanted to test this and invited you to participate in a study where you were asked to review specific materials 15 minutes after class for 10 minutes, an hour after class for 10 minutes, and then again 2 days after class for 10 minutes. Your teacher then gives you a short 10-question quiz where your score is recorded out of 10. What type of data is your teacher collecting?
Quantitative or categorical?
I would think quantitative just based off of the terms themselves, because it doesn't sound like he's categorizing anything in particular. He's just, I don't know. That's interesting.
I'm going to search.
It's at the very bottom, 4.4.
4.4.
Oh, yep, I see it. Auditors meticulously record information on every item audited, thus generating data. There are 2 basic types of data, quantitative and categorical. Quantitative provides numerical information.
Yeah, because it's things that are measured, yeah.
Yeah, because I think it's quantitative, because quantitative deals more with numbers. Categorical deals more with gender, nationality, job title.
Yeah.
I would say quantitative.
That's what I'm going with.
Okay.
Yep, looks like it.
Alrighty, number 8.
I'll go and read that one. It's the same exact question, it sounds like. So I'll start off about halfway through it. Let's see. Or actually towards the end. After the 6th day, your teacher asks if you feel confident that you have retained at least 50% of the material. He then records your response as yes, no, not sure. What type of data are they collecting? Now that would be categorical, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
And you giving an answer versus something that's quantitative.
It depends on how the teacher's doing it, though. Are they putting it male, female?
Oops, not that one.
Well, it sounds like the teacher's splitting the students up into categories on this one. So yes, category is yes, no, or not sure.
Right.
So it's the same as splitting them up into genders or whatever.
Right.
It
So
can be any category.
Under 4.4, it gives also the answer to the following question, and for 7B it says the variable an account number is categorical. Even though an account number is a given number, it is actually functioning as a label. So our answer, because it's not quantitative, it's not numerical, it's a label, then that's something that to me it makes it categorical.
Okay.
Yeah, I would agree. So same question.
Yeah, I think you just read the last sentence. That's it. Your teacher.
Yeah, your teacher also selects a group to give no review to the material over the 6 days. Okay, so suppose your teacher wanted to test. I'm about halfway down. Study where you. Okay, so
there's two groups. The group who doesn't review is called.
it's a good question. I don't know. Let's see. I would guess it would be control group.
Where do you find control group? Oh, there it is.
3.6.
Yeah, that sounds like it very much.
Yeah, control group would be it.
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely. Because under the answer the following question segment again, the second sentence says having a control group allows a researcher to see the effect of not taking action.
Yep.
Yeah, that's spot on.
Where are you guys? You're in 3.6?
3.6, yeah.
Yeah, so it's in the reading under 3.6, summary of the statistical process. You got the yellow window that's up, and then a small paragraph, and then the blue window underneath it. It says answer the following question on the right. I clicked on show solution, and it says if there is no control group, and then it goes into the sentences. The second sentence is pretty spot on where it says having a control group.
Okay, I didn't see that show more or show solutions. All right, which of the following would be considered an experimental design? A telephone poll asking people about whether or not they vaccinate their children. Administering the whatever vaccine to one group and giving a placebo to another. A census or a mailed survey asking people whether or not they received the TB vaccine.
I didn't read it or anything, but just from logic, administering the TB vaccination.
That's what I had too.
Yeah. Because none of the other ones are experimental.
Yep. You agree with that, Kelly?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, because that's the funny thing is too about some of these questions are kind of linking into each other as far as topics, and that also fit under control group that we just went under.
Yep.
Interesting. Okay.
So
yeah,
the next,
I concur.
Then question 11.
In a study to determine the average wage of working people in Mumbai, which of the following would be the best sample?
Probably in the many randomly selected workers in each of several working districts.
That's what I would think, because every 10th worker, you don't know who you're going to get. And then all the workers in one district, that's only, you could be working the slums, you could be working the,
Yeah.
you could be working an executive office. So I don't know.
I agree. I think C's it. So.
Yep. All right, number 12. You want to become the next Jonas Salk and produce a vaccine that will help cure children of respiratory, whatever that is, RSV. You test the vaccine and compare it to a placebo and randomly choose one group of children to take the vaccine and one group to take the placebo. What or who are the experimental units or subjects? Probably the children, right?
I can't tell if it's asking about the children or the actual vaccine and placebo.
I would guess the subjects or experiment. Well, I would guess the children personally, but we can.
I think I agree with that. When I first read it, I went vaccine and placebo, but after rereading it, I think it is the children.
It is. It says under. Shoot, I don't know where I'm at. Step 1, but where am I? I have the participants in a study are commonly called subjects. Sometimes subjects are called experimental units.
Okay.
So
Perfect.
It would definitely be the children.
Okay. So you want to become the next cure RSV, test the vaccine, children. What are the treatments? So the treatments are the vaccine and the placebo.
Yeah, I think that one's pretty straightforward.
Yep, I'll agree with that.
All right, so number 14?
Well, that's a long question.
That's all right. In 1992, the U.S. government supported a study that was run for 15 years where 4,608 low-income families were given a chance to move to less impoverished areas. They distributed vouchers and provided various support systems. The researchers wanted to determine if getting people out of poor neighborhoods would reduce the poverty level of U.S. citizens. Low-income families were randomly assigned to one of the following 3 groups. Number 1, the MTO Low Poverty Voucher group, which received Section 8 certificates or vouchers usable only in low poverty areas within less than 10% of the population below the poverty line in 1990, along with counseling and assistance in finding a private unit to lease. Number 2, the Traditional Voucher group, which received regular Section 8 certificates or vouchers, geographically unrestricted, and ordinary briefings and assistance from the PHA's local public housing authorities. And then number 3, the Control group, which received no certificates or vouchers but remained eligible for public or project-based housing and other social programs to which families would otherwise have been entitled. This study was an observational, experimental, or neither.
I would assume observational would be doing nothing and just observing.
Right.
Yeah, I think that's what they're doing too.
Observational.
It was run for 15 years. I mean, the government didn't come in and.
But because each group was given vouchers, it looks like there was So in an observation, this is what 4.2 says. In an observational study, researchers observed the responses of the individuals without controlling the conditions experienced by the individuals. Therefore, they do not assign the participants to treatment or control groups. So because there are control. Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, I don't think that one's right then.
There are control groups. Yeah. It wouldn't be an observational because there are control groups.
Okay.
So it's either experimental or neither. See.
I think it could still be experimental because instead of the treatment of the placebo or the RSV treatment, where they're using vouchers instead, and some aren't getting vouchers.
Yeah.
So I think it's experimental, and then they're seeing how people react or how everything works.
I agree. And there seems, in an experimental, there's a treatment group and a control group, and there seems to be both.
Yeah.
Experimental.
Yeah, I think it's
All
experiment.
right.
Oh, matching! Yay!
This one's pretty straightforward, right?
Well, that's what that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. And you said that question 3, it was in order, right?
Yeah.
So design the study, design, collect, describe, make, take.
So what I have, 3, 1,
one.
4, 5, 2.
1, 3, 4, 5, 2.
Now I have 3, 1, 4, 5, 2. Step 1 is design the study.
I think it's in different order on my screen.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, step 1 is design the study. Step 2 is collect data. Step 3.
Yeah, mine's in different order too.
Step 3 would be describe the data.
Yeah.
Step 4 would be make inferences.
Mm-hmm.
And then step 5 would be take action.
Yep. That was pretty tricky of them.
Yeah.
All right. Should we submit this and see how we did? Any guesses?
Hold on, I'm still on 15 really quick. So step 1 is design the study. Step 2, I got to make sure I do this right, is take action. Step 3 is describe.
Nope. Step 2 is collect data.
Or collect data, yes, thank you. Describe is step 3. Step 4 is, come on. Step 4 is going to be for make inferences.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then step 5 is going to be take action.
Yep.
All right, now I'm straight. All righty, I'm submitting.
Any guesses on how we did before we submit?
I'm hoping 100%.
I'm thinking probably like a 3%.
We got 100. I did.
Yep. The only thing I missed was that first one because I was honest because I did not fully prepare at all whatsoever. I couldn't even pretend to put true.
You're
awesome.
An honest guy.
Well, but all that said, it still dropped me all the way to an 88. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So it doesn't. So it does tell you though which ones you get wrong because I'm looking at it and it says question 1 is 0 for 2 points. So I lost 2 points. That's why I dropped so significantly. But everything else shows 1 for 1 and 2 for 2.
I wonder if it does that though, because we got 100.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I guess we'll find out in the future.
Yeah. So therefore, if I can just write down the answers and prepare, and then I can always take it again, maybe and answer that question and get it right to get 100.
Yep.
Yeah, that's true.
So awesome. Well, that wasn't too terrible.
No, that wasn't. But I'm sure next week's gonna get harder.
Yeah. Well, we'll see what happens in 2 nights when we meet up again.
So is that what you guys wanted to do? Is you want to do Mondays and Wednesdays then?
Yeah, I'm fine with that. It says we have to do it twice a week. So, and it recommended setting up. Like what I like is that if we can't meet on a Monday, Wednesday, since it's due on a Tuesday, Thursday, then it gives us another night to fall back on just in case.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that idea.
I'm okay. Once we start rolling a little bit and get used to it, we might be able to knock them both out in one night, and I'd be okay with that.
Yeah, me too. And I think too that I actually was kind of dreading this because I've taken like my science courses for foundations and all that other stuff, and it's very difficult to work in a group. But with the technology we have to be able to talk about things and getting YouTube Live to finally work, to me, I think it's really good. It's almost like an actual classroom setting. It's nice to be able to talk to somebody and get opinions and try to work things out instead of just, oh, hey, I'm working on this. I'm going to submit it to this person. They're going to put the PowerPoint together, and we never really talk.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
All right.
So now for the group collaboration on. So Kelly, where it's going to go to your YouTube Live, will you post it to there?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Because it also says I have to put the link into the discussion board so the instructor or others can view it.
Yeah.
So, but I'm the only one, I guess, who has to do it out of the three of us, or whoever does it just has to put the link in there. So I'll go and make sure that gets in there tonight.
Yeah, just add our names as well. It says be
Absolutely.
sure to put everybody's name so they get credit.
Absolutely.
Okay, so we'll plan on Wednesday night at 9:00 Mountain Standard Time.
Sounds good.
Okay, so 9:00 Mountain Standard. Okay, that works. So I'll put you then, Alex, at 10.
At 10, yep.
Okay, and then me and Nate. Now, Nate, where do you live? What state?
I'm in Utah.
You're in Utah. Okay, yeah, so you're same as me in Colorado. Okay. Alrighty then.
All right,
Okay.
thanks, guys.
Appreciate it.
No problem. You guys all have a good night.
You too. Bye.
All right, bye.